Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button and keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Saturday, August 12th. We're going to take a look at Lucid today. So we're going to put in a few updates here on the chart as Lucid's continued to draw down since our previous video. And then we're going to flip over and take a look at where it sits on Thinkorswim setup, especially with it triggering here in days as of late. So the first thing that stands out to me is this down trend line. I want to see where I want to put it. I don't know if I want to put it at the top of this wick or if it makes more sense to put it on the body. Well, that's pretty good because it scoops up those two bodies. If we put it here, we move it up a little bit. Let's see if we get as good of a look. Yeah, I would say that might be a fair look there. All right, so I'm going to put in that down trend line. So that's, there was an effort at escaping on that day. That was at the end of July, and then got pinned underneath, and but it's sort of hit its head on that downtrend resistance for 5 or 6 times there. So that seems pretty sturdy to me, and is going to be potentially the biggest factor if Lucid's going to be able to get to reverse course here, as the bears seem to have a hold of it. That downtrend resistance is going to be probably the most powerful thing in my opinion. You see 645 holding there at the moment, but it's only gone in there as of Friday, so it's sort of stuck between this 669 and 645, which I know is already pretty tight in, but we have a bunch of other tighter levels that it was previously moving through. So I wanted to zoom in on check out the 1 hour and see if there might be some levels between that 669 and 645 that make sense to put in from any of this price action here. Wondering about something right around here. Yeah, that seems like that could be a level right around there with, I know it's just sort of some after hours activity, but it does a decent job of scooping up the floor there, resistance here, the wick, during market hours there, and then a bunch of market hours activity yesterday. I will dot it just to say it might be a bit weaker of a zone than the others. Let me see if there's one more additional level to put in from yesterday's action. I would say right about there could make sense if anything. Around 655. So those are the couple that I would maybe add in from the recent price action. Now this one might be decent too, if it doesn't clutter up the chart too much, around 653, so just a couple pennies away, but that's sort of a sticky range for it there. But it did a nice job confirming and double confirming before pushing into close. But like I said, obviously the bears have a hold of it at the moment. Interested to see so short interest as of 7:31 is on the uptick, and as is the days to cover. So holding it for a few days and increased short interest certainly not helping Lucid be able to reverse its downtrend here. It's not, it's not as high. These are quite high days to cover back earlier in the year, but still, you see it's clearly upticking along with the interest itself upticking. So something to be aware of as we see what happens. Now, as for where Lucid on the daily is situated in the channel, it lost this mid-range support. You see it was wrestling with it here for several days, tried to make a move off of that mid-channel support, lost it, and now it appears that it might have reconfirmed resistance at that level. Now, does that mean it pushes toward the bottom bound of the channel? It could. The other interesting thing is that it's triggering here for several days on the TTM squeeze. Let's see what happened in this previous trigger period. and then a fire, and then it moved down, but I mean this was the bigger move sort of when it was triggering. So interested to see this quick fire and then double trigger here now on the TTM squeeze indicator. Interested to see if there is a larger move that's about to take place in either direction, but that will sort of present itself in the coming days. I'm interested this EMA cloud 180 to 200 day cloud that looks very, very similar to that downtrend resistance, though it's actually up quite a bit higher, it looks like, because this is situated in the 7s. This is up here, so that's all the way up at the 9s. So if it is able to work itself through this resistance, it's going to sort of encounter the cloud here up in the 9s at the moment. It'll continue to draw down if the price action stays about where it is in the days ahead, but we'll just have to sort of wait and see. All right, folks, I hope you had a good trading week and that you enjoy your weekend. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.